Today we are going to be talking about Africa. In order to find the vibrations, if you were watching my last videos, we spoke about vibration and how important that is, the hidden energies, the distinct frequencies that are contained in every vibration. And every vibration kind of indicates how we as humans interact with the world, interact with companies, interact with everything, the names of people. When you're looking at someone, all of us, we are energetic beings. So that is what makes us like certain music and don't like certain music. It's what makes us like certain videos, certain movies, and don't like other videos. It's what makes us like certain people and don't like other people. It's because of the hidden vibrations that is contained within them. So when we are looking at a continent that is called Africa today, most Africans don't ask themselves, where did this name come from? How do we end up calling ourselves Africa? What is the vibration of Africa? So we have 1 plus 8 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1. That's going to give us 16. 16 is a compound number. 16 is called the Shattered Citadel. Shattered! And you can already start to picture, and you can already start to give it a picture of how Africa is really a shattered citadel. A citadel, a beautiful building or a beautiful castle, like almost like a skyscraper. Very beautiful, very structured, very nice, has all kinds of organization, structure, and beauty, and then shattered. 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 That's what this name is indicating. The number 16 signifies deep transformation, signifies breaking down of old structures, the need for spiritual awakening. Well, the continent of Africa has gone through some deep transformation and is still going through deep transformation even to this day. Breaking down of old structures. This continent has been broken down. If you were to look at the history of Africa, the structures and the way we called ourselves, our traditional systems, our spiritual systems, it's been broken down, it's been destroyed, it's been distorted. The need for spiritual awakening. How many Africans you know that are spiritually awake? Most of our parents indoctrinate children into Christianity, into Islam, into all religions from outside. Even now you see there's some Mormons. Mormons are coming and knocking on doors, and Africans will readily accept those Mormons to come and indoctrinate their children, indoctrinate themselves. Jehovah's Witness and all of this. Churches popping out from everywhere. Church of God, Church of the Hand of God, our Mary Immaculate Church, the Holy Spirit Ghost Church, imams, mosques popping out everywhere. So there is a big need for spiritual awakening in Africa. Most people think they are spiritually awake, but they're really not. They're under religious indoctrination. So there is a very deep need for spiritual awakening, which is why we need to understand the hidden vibrations in things and the hidden vibrations in which we communicate. 16 is a number that demands absolute authenticity. Whatever. Demands absolute authenticity, demands resilience. You leave and go to the grocery store and you came back and your house is shattered. You're going to need severe resilience in order to build back that house and get your house back the way it was. So this is the hidden vibrations that is contained within this name of Africa. We didn't give ourselves this name. Due to colonialism and due to the world, you can actually see when the Berlin Conference and all other meetings that were held outside of Africa divided Africa. Britain, you take this. France, you take this. Portugal, you take this. Spain, you take this. So this is a division of the citadel, shattered. And the people who gave this name understood our traditional systems, understood why we gave ourselves certain names, why we follow certain traditional systems. Our ancient ancestors were not stupid. They knew all of this, but they were forced to give up their spirituality. Now you have people calling African spiritual systems animism, ancestral worship, and all of that, which doesn't make sense, because the younger people grow up. I don't want to be an animist. I don't want you don't understand that this is a spell. The name animism is a spell. The name ancestral worship is another spell. So we need to be awake and be spiritually aware, like our ancient ancestors knew that. They made them give up their spirituality, made them give up their names, made them give up their communities. And when all of that is done, the citadel is eventually successfully shattered. 16 is a number that requires severe resilience to find your inner strength in order to succeed, in order to move forward and shine. Because if you were to add 16 as a compound number to find its outer expression, 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 is the number of the mystic. 7 is the number of wisdom, introspection. 7 is also the number of the seeker. How many Africans you see that are mystic? How many Africans you see that have true wisdom, that know themselves inside and out, and that can help us raise our vibration in order to start making changes on this continent, changes that will be better for the future Africans or the future people on the continent? How many Africans you see go through deep introspection, going within to know who you are as a human being, asking the questions that matter, being a true seeker? So we are completely operating on the shadow side of 7. You can see a shadow when I put my hand like that. If the shadow is not working in tandem with my hand, I am not in balance. Imagine this shadow working better than my actual hand. Then the shadow has taken charge. That is what Africa is going through today. The shadow has taken charge. That is why we find ourselves in unnecessary wars. We find ourselves killing people, and we find ourselves in unnecessary heartache, in unnecessary children dying. Hunger in Africa, hunger, really? We find ourselves going through things that we like, you can't even fathom. It's because we don't understand this vibration that was imposed on us. 7 is a vibration that moves away from attaining material things. 7 favors the unseen, the metaphysical. I can go on and on about how this vibration is the reason why we are being distorted on the African continent, why we're going through the heartache and the things that we are doing. A continent with so much promise, a continent with so much hard-working people, a continent with the kindest people is going through wars, is going through hunger, is going through people killing themselves over things like hate, over minuscule things that we should not be going through. It's because of this vibration that was imposed on us.